Dear viewers, welcome back to Ion TV's new program, Amra, Korbo, যেখানে আমরা আমাদের youth আর professionalsদের achievement, success and talent celebrate করছি। ব্রেকের আগে আমি অর্ভির সাথে কথা বলছিলাম। So Orvi, I'm going to come back to you. So we were talking about your GCSEs, and from my understanding, what I've heard, you've got fantastic results for GCSEs. So could you please tell us a bit about your grade?
So I actually did 12 GCSEs, which is one extra than normal because I also did further maths.
Okay.
I got 11 nines and 1 8, and the 8 was in German.
Oh, that is amazing. So the 9 is the highest, which is, so that's like, is that?
The grading system goes from 1 to 9, so 9 is the highest you can get. I think it's like
Is it
7
double?
is an A and an 8 is an A star, so a 9 is above an A star basically.
So you can say you got double A stars. That's amazing. So what were the subjects that you've got for your, what are the subjects that you've taken for your GCSEs?
Maths, English, and then all 3 sciences: geography, computer science, Latin, Greek, further maths.
Amazing. We've just got a caller. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Assalamu alaikum.
আমরা অনুষ্ঠান দেখছি, খুব ভালো লাগছে।
Thank you.
হ্যাঁ, খুবই ভালো লাগছে। এরকম টপিক নিয়ে অনুষ্ঠান করলে আমাদের বাচ্চারা ইন্সপায়ার হবে। আমরা চাই এরকম অনুষ্ঠান ভালো হোক। আর খুব ভালো লাগছে যে গেস্ট আছে অর্বি অ্যান্ড তুমি, তোমরা যে অনুষ্ঠান করছো দেখে খুব ভালো লাগছে। আর এত ভালো রেজাল্ট করেছে ছেলেটা অর্বি, আমার তো খুবই ভালো লাগছে। আমি চাই যে আমাদের আরো যে ছেলেমেয়েরা আছে তারাও অনেক ভালো ভালো রেজাল্ট করছে, তারাও এসে করবো। আর আরো অনেকের গল্প জানতে পারবো। আর আমরা অ্যাকচুয়ালি সময়টা নিয়ে একটু অনেক সময়টা হতো আমি ফ্যামিলি সবাই দিতে পারতো, কারণ এই সময়টাতে সবাই বাইরে যায়, মানে টপিক টপিক বলি অনেক ভালো মানুষ কিন্তু অনেকে মিস করতে হচ্ছিল। আমরা দেখুন একটু একটু মনে করা করতো, তাহলে আরো অনেকে দেখতে এরকম একটা অনুষ্ঠান থাকে ইয়াং জেনারেশন ছেলেপেলেরাও মানে দেখতে পাচ্ছে, তাদের একটা চান্স হতে জন্য দেখা যায়। যাই হোক, খুবই ভালো একটা অনুষ্ঠান। আমরা চাই এরকম অনুষ্ঠান আরো হোক। আইনকেও ধন্যবাদ অনুষ্ঠান অর্গানাইজ করার জন্য। আর তোমাদেরকেও ধন্যবাদ আর তোমাদের জন্য শুভকামনা। আর যারা স্টুডেন্ট আছে তাদের জন্য আমাদের অনেক অনেক দোয়া, তারা যেন আরো ভালো সেরকম তাদের সেরকম সাকসেসফুল হয়, তারা যেন ভালো করে নিজের ক্যারিয়ার তৈরি করতে পারে, এতে আমাদের দোয়া থাকবে। আর তোমরা ভালো থেকো। অনুষ্ঠানটা দেখছি খুব ভালো লাগছে। ঠিক আছে?
ঠিক আছে। Thank you so much, dear caller. Thank you so much and for your wonderful wishes. আর এটাই চাই যে আমাদের বাচ্চাদেরকে আমাদের জন্য দোয়াতে রাখবেন, যদি আমাদের বাচ্চারা ফিউচারে অনেক ভালো একটা ক্যারিয়ারে ঢুকতে পারে, অনেক স্ট্রাইভ করতে পারে আর ওদের নামটা অনেক উঁচুতে নিয়ে যেতে পারবে। এটাই একটা দোয়া আমরা সবার কাছেই চাই আমাদের বাচ্চাদের জন্য। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ ফর ইয়োর কল। অফকোর্স আপনাদের দোয়াই আমরা চাই। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ। থিঙ্ক কলটা কেটে কেটে আসছে, কলটা মনে হয় ক্লিয়ার না। ওকে, সরি, আপনার কল আমরা লুজ করে ফেলেছি, সরি, বাট ইফ ইউ ওয়ান্ট প্লিজ আপনাদেরকে আবার কল ব্যাক করবেন। হ্যালো, উই হ্যাভ অ্যানাদার কলার। হ্যালো।
হ্যালো।
হাই, হ্যালো, আসসালামু আলাইকুম।
ওয়ালাইকুম সালাম। আপনাদের এই অনুষ্ঠান দেখে খুব ভালো লাগছে।
থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ।
আয়ন টিভি এই প্রচেষ্টা আমাদের বেঙ্গলি কমিউনিটির ইয়াংদের জন্য করছে, এটা সবাইকে খুব অনুপ্রাণিত করবে। আর ভবিষ্যতে অন্য যারা তারাও এইটা দেখে তারাও তাদের স্টাডি এবং তাদের ক্যারিয়ারকে সুষ্ঠুভাবে এগিয়ে যেতে চেষ্টা করবে। অনেক ধন্যবাদ, আর এই প্রচেষ্টা ইয়ন টিভির সফল হোক।
Thank you.
আপনারা ভালো থাকবেন।
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for your call. এটাই আমরা চাচ্ছি যে আয়ন টিভির এই অনুষ্ঠান যে আমরা শুরু করেছি, আমরা করব জয়, এটা আমাদের কমিউনিটি বাচ্চাদেরকে এনকারেজ করার জন্য আমরা এই সুন্দর একটা অনুষ্ঠান আমরা তৈরি করেছি। অফকোর্স আপনারাও যদি চান যে আপনাদের বাচ্চারা আসবে আমাদের শোতে, প্লিজ গেট ইন টাচ with our studio as well. আমরাও চাবো যে আমাদের বাচ্চাদেরকে encourage করতে and to bring them forward in the community. Thank you so much for all your wishes. Thank you so much. So Urvi, I'm going to come back to you. So we was talking about your results. তোমার result নিয়ে আমরা কথা বলছিলাম, and you actually scored a really high mark. What was the experience like? You've also got a lot of awards from your schools as well. So could you tell me a bit about that?
So my school would give out awards every year, I think it was, or every half term. So they would have badges for each subject. So if you did really good in a subject, or if the teacher felt like you were working really hard in a subject, then you would get that badge for that subject.
So would you, so because you did so well and in all your subjects and stuff, in your school, did you ever represent your class or anything, or as a head boy or anything?
So I applied for head boy in my secondary school and I got it. It was actually a last minute decision because what happened was, in the top set, which was my set, not enough boys had applied to head boy.
Okay.
So head of year told all of us that we have to apply. So I was like, okay, I may as well apply, and yeah, I got it.
That's brilliant. That's really good to have experience like that, because when you go into your career and stuff, this will become really useful. You can say that, you know, you were the head boy. It shows like leadership skills as well. So after you received when you received your GCSE results, were you surprised, or did you kind of expect to get these grades?
So I wasn't actually surprised because all my results leading up to it were the same. I guess I was a little relieved, but I didn't really have too much of a reaction. It was pretty much what I expected when I opened the envelope.
That's really amazing. So your mom and dad must be really proud. I'm sure they are. I mean, to get such good grades in this kind of subject like maths and further maths and doing triple science, they're a really tough subject. But you said you found them interesting, and from what I understand, you love learning new things. So that was secondary school. So now I'm going to come to your college. Which college do you go to? Is it a sixth form or a college, or?
So it's a sixth form. It's NCS, Newham Collegiate Sixth Form Centre.
That's a really good college to go to. I believe that's one of the tops as well, isn't it?
So the main reason I actually chose NCS, it was between NCS or LAE really for me. LAE was actually really convenient. It's really close to where I live.
Right.
But NCS, I found it offers more in terms of extracurricular activities, not in terms of sports or something, but more like educational extracurriculars. So giving you opportunities to learn more about topics that you're interested in outside of school.
Oh, okay, so these are like the extra things that you wanted to know. What was the extra curriculum that you were interested in?
So they offer. So in year 12, which is the year I'm in now, they offer this thing called super curricular, which basically means once every week. So for a half term, you do one extra out of curricular topic. So for example, I did Islam in Europe, which was telling us about the spread of Islam in Europe in places like
That's
Spain.
a very interesting topic.
And then the portrayal of Islam in certain shows like that Turkish show. I won't try to say the name.
Which one? Okay, fine. We'll skip that then. But that is a very interesting subject to study, Islam and trail of Europe and stuff. It's very interesting. So coming to your studies now, what subjects did you pick for your year 12 for the first, is it AS level you say now? What subjects are you studying?
So
Right.
in my college, they require you to start off with 4 subjects, and then after that you can drop. But I'm keeping all 4 of my subjects. So I do maths, further maths, physics, and chemistry.
Oh, very interesting. It's very hard subjects, aren't they?
All very maths based.
You love problem solving, I can tell that. So you're not going to drop a subject for, okay, that's brilliant. And I understand you received your grades now as well. So what grades did you receive for your AS level?
For my AS level, I don't think you can get A star. So I got A in all my subjects, and then in my predicted for A levels, what I got was all A stars.
That is amazing. So you're scoring A all the way through. So you're flying high. That's really good, because that's what we want in our community, and we want to bring role models like this in front of you, so everyone else in the community will be encouraged, and they'll say, no, yes, they can do it too. You know, we need a role model like you in our community, and I'd like to thank you for striving this far. So the first year, year 12, is now finished, and you're due to start second year. When do you go back from your summer holidays?
So I think summer holidays finish maybe the end of August or the
Okay.
beginning of September.
And how did you find your transition, finishing your GCSE, stepping into A levels? Is it more work or more hard work? Are you finding it easy? What were your challenges?
So I said that going from primary to secondary was a big shift. Going from secondary to college is crazy. It's completely different. Especially after you do GCSEs in secondary, it's really relaxed. You don't really get much work. Especially in my school, we didn't even have homework for like a whole year or 2. So
Okay.
then coming into college, having so much homework dumped on us, so much classwork, and everything was difficult. There wasn't really anything that you could find easy in it. It was a big shift. But really, if you stay on top of all your work, if you work hard, because obviously college, sixth form, you're doing difficult subjects, you're doing high level material. If you work hard, you'll stay on top of it, it'll be okay.
Okay. And is there any tips that you like to give our viewers how they can prepare for their A levels? Because what's going to happen now in September, we're going to have new batch of students stepping into A levels. Is there anything that you'd like to tell them?
So again, the main things are time management and practice questions. Those are the main things that will help you.
So you say practice question is the way to go. Yeah, I remember when I was doing my exams as well, and we would all just download practice papers and just practice with them. So yeah, so still the old method. Time management is key, and practice papers. And if there's anything that you don't understand, of course, ask your teachers or your friends. So now you're going to go into the second year, and again, you're saying you're doing, is it maths, further maths, chemistry and physics. What subject is your favorite?
Well, further maths.
Further maths.
Yeah.
Okay. So so when you're going to go to university, is this something that you apply from now, from the first year, after you've completed your first year, or when you're going to be in the second year? At which point in the year would you be applying for university?
So right now, the gap between the first year and the second year, that's when you prepare your application. So you write your personal statement, you do extracurricular activities, attend lectures, build up things that you can put on your statement and build up, get all your references, basically get everything sorted so that you have your application ready around September. And then I think, so Cambridge, med school, and
Okay.
Oxford, those applications close early, so I think that's in October maybe, or earlier than that.
Okay.
And then if you want to apply anywhere else, the applications close later.
So I just have another caller. I'll be back with you in a bit. Hello?
Hello.
Hello, assalamu alaikum. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.
No. এটা কিয়ের অনুষ্ঠান এটা
Ji?
এটা কিয়ের অনুষ্ঠান
এটা আমাদের হচ্ছে আয়ন টিভি নতুন অনুষ্ঠান আমরা করব জয়, যেখানে আমরা আমাদের ইউথস, আমাদের বাচ্চাদের সাকসেস অ্যাচিভমেন্টস আমরা সেলিব্রেট করছি।
ও আচ্ছা, ওকে ওকে ওকে, যে ভালো থাকো পাবনা। ওকে,
Thank you so much for your call. Thank you. So Orvi, so you was talking about the university application, and you said obviously universities like Oxford, Cambridge, like the really top universities, their application closed earlier. So, and you also mentioned that to get the UCAS done, is it the UCAS you said? Your statement and the curriculum activities, you should have it done as soon as you finish your exam and between the summer holidays. Is that the gap that you're saying?
So really what you should be doing from year 12, from the start of year 12, you should be finding extracurricular activities that you can do, lectures you can attend.
Okay.
So that you've built up a bunch of things that show that you have interest in a certain subject.
Okay.
And then in this gap, so after your exams and throughout the summer holidays, that's when you should be working on your personal statement. So especially after your exams, your teachers can help you whilst you're still in school, and they can guide you on how to start, how to structure it.
Okay, that's brilliant. So, which universities have you been looking into, or do you have interest in applying?
The main university I want to apply to was Cambridge.
Okay.
I was trying to choose between Oxford and Cambridge, but I think Cambridge is better for me in terms of its course and the specifics of it.
Okay, so which course do you want to study in university?
I want to do computer science. I was actually thinking about doing a maths degree, but the thing is, I feel like computer science is, first of all, I'm also interested in coding, so I feel like mixing coding and maths, because computer science has a lot of maths.
So you're more
would
on
be
the
best for
creative
me.
and the problem solving
Yeah,
side.
exactly.
I guess you can say both the computer science and math, they do go hand in hand, but if you were to choose, you would say computer science. And okay, that's really good. And what is, as in career wise, what do you want to achieve with computer science?
So actually thinking about careers was another reason I decided computer science. With maths, I feel like it's more restricting in terms of career options.
Okay.
So for careers, I'm not too set right now, but I know I want to do something within technology. So whether that's programming or maybe robotics, AI.
They're very interesting, because I think in future now everything is technology wise. So I do think like, yes, technology is a really nice way to go as well if you're interested in computing or computer science, robotics, artificial intelligence. So have you actually decided which one you're going to go for? Is it AI, robotics, with coding? I mean, I know they all go hand in hand, but is there a particular subject or area that you have an interest in?
So I'm not too set right now, but I feel like when I go into uni and I learn more in depth about each of these areas, because
Then you're
I
going
know
to choose, yeah.
from what I know about them, they're all already really interesting. So I know learning a bit more about them will help me choose.
Great. And so this is all to do with your studies, but I would also want to ask you, Orvi, because you've done so well, mashallah, you know, coming to the UK when you was a child, grasping the new language, English, starting off in nursery, then going into primary school and secondary, getting brilliant results, as well as in the your sixth form in your college. How was your environment like at home?
So at home, in primary school, my dad would help me a lot with my maths homework and anything I needed help with, really.
So obviously your parents were very encouraging, but did they force you to take any subject, or was it just like easygoing?
They never really forced me to take anything, because what I wanted to take kind of lined up with what they wanted anyways. All the subjects I picked were quite practical, and even so, they know that I'll pick what I think is best. They trust me to that degree.
That's really good, and I think it's really important that our parents do encourage and support our children you know, what they want to study instead of pressurizing them, because sometimes what I feel, or sometimes what the children might feel, is that if you feel pressurized into doing something, you might not do so well, or you might lose interest. So that's really good that you've kind of like already wanted to do what it is that, you know, your parents hope for, and the fact that you actually enjoy this. I mean, the subjects that you're studying, like maths, further maths, physics and chemistry, like I myself would like really struggle. I find those subjects really scary, but no, hats off to you, and I'm really proud that you have done so well for someone at your age, you know, to strive that well, to get the grades that you want. It's a huge achievement, and of course now you're looking to go into Cambridge or Oxford and one of the top universities, and these are the grades that you need. It's excellent. So I'm really proud of you, and I'd like to say thank you to your parents as well, you know, for encouraging you and supporting you, you know, and pushing you this far. So thank you to your parents as well. Okay, so I guess we don't have that long to go, but I would also want to ask you, what are your interests like outside of studies? Like, was there any, do you have interest like in music or like fitness or gym or anything?
Okay, so I used to be really interested in music. In primary school, I learned trumpet. I also learned how to read sheet music a little bit. And then in secondary school, I taught myself piano.
Oh, amazing.
And I started to make beats digitally.
Okay.
I've kind of stopped that now, just out of time and
because of the study pressure
yeah,
and stuff.
I'm not too interested in music now, but I've done a bit of boxing with my friends actually.
Oh, okay. Did you enjoy that?
Yeah, it's really enjoyable. So I've learned like the basics in boxing, things like that. I've started going to the gym recently. I'm trying to work on my fitness and overall health. And yeah.
Thank you so much. So I think we're almost at the end of the show now. So I'd like to thank you again for coming to our show, Ion TV's new show, Amra Korbo Joy. And you know, I wish you all the very best for your future and for when you're going to start applying for universities, and of course you'll be in our duas. I'm sure your parents are very proud. So thank you once again for coming to my show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for giving me the platform to share these things.
Thank you so much. So dear viewers, we are now at the end of our show. Thank you আমাদের সাথে থাকার জন্য, আমাদেরকে কল করার জন্য, আর আশা করছি যে আপনারা নেক্সট উইকেও থাকবেন আগামী সপ্তাহে স্যাটারডেতে, again at the same time 3 to 4 o'clock with a new অনুষ্ঠান on Ion TV, আমরা করব জয়. Thank you. আল্লাহ হাফেজ. আসসালামু আলাইকুম.